What's going on, Packers fans? Happy Victory Monday to each and every single one of you guys. Coming up on today's show, I'm going to look at 5 things that I believe changed everything for last night's win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we get into the content, though, make sure you're subscribed. Simple as that. Also, thank you for 16K. We passed that over this weekend, but at this point, you know what? We're passing 1,000 milestones like they're nothing. And that's a testament to how great you guys have been and how great this fan base is. I'm going to continue giving you daily videos, all for 100% free. I just ask that you guys continue to subscribe. The first thing that I believe changed everything for last night's win over the Pittsburgh Steelers was Christian Watson's return. How many of you guys, and you could tell me by a show of hands, were surprised with how much Christian Watson was utilized in last night's win? Like, they didn't try to wait him into anything. Literally, first throw of the game. Boom. Straight to number 9. Let's get him back in a rhythm. 9 months removed from tearing his ACL. He's in a game. He's playing, and he's making massive catches. And also just his presence. And we talked about it leading up to this week. Hell, he even talked about it leading up this week. That him being in this offense opens everything else up to everybody else. Shout out producer Gage. Here's exactly from Christian Watson. I feel like just me being out there is going to help open everybody up. I think they'll have to obviously respect my ability to beat them deep for sure. It's just another person that they have to be wary of. Regardless, I've made plays in my career, and obviously defenses have to respect that. And I feel like you already are seeing that. It's already paying dividends just having his presence out there on the football field. You're seeing the respect that defenses have to pay against them, and it's opening up opportunities for other people on the football field. It's opening up opportunities for Tucker Kraft to do what he did. It's opening up opportunities for Malik Heath, for Matthew Golden, for Savion Williams. Just his presence alone. Guys, him being back in this offense, it's only going to accelerate things from here on out. This was the first game back. I cannot wait to see and to go 5 weeks from now when he's fully 100% back and integrated into everything. Number 2, Carrington Valentine showed up. Guys, that changed everything for this game. It truly, truly did. Now, he had a couple penalties. He didn't have the perfect game whatsoever. But I think we've been really used to seeing Nate Hobbs in that situation. And I think after the game against Arizona, we all were scratching our heads thinking, now why the hell did Carrington Valentine only get 3 snaps against the Cardinals and Nate Hobbs got somewhere around 60 or 70? It just never made any sense to me. Never made any sense to you. And we were pounding our fists, pounding the table, begging Jeff Hafley to give Carrington Valentine a shot. This was his shot tonight, in my opinion. Justice Mosqueda tweeting this out late last night, saying Nate Hobbs played 3 plays in this game, but it will only show up as 1 by the league because 2 were nullified by penalties. 4 years, $48 million. That's what you're paying for. Regardless, I don't care what you're paying somebody. If somebody else on this football team is better at their job than they are, play that person. And I feel like that's what happened with Carrington Valentine, getting the majority of the playing time and the majority of the snaps and reps in this game. Another thing I love about Carrington Valentine, okay? Another thing I believe that he brings to this team, excuse me, is just a certain kind of swagger. It's a certain kind of aura, a certain kind of attitude. He's just so stereotypical cornerback, and I absolutely love it. Okay? I love seeing him talk. I love seeing him sneeze. I love seeing him jaw with the other players after he makes one play. I think it brings a little bit out of the guys around him. I truly, truly do. Who do you think should start out of the 2 of those guys? Carrington Valentine or Nate Hobbs? Give me a CV or an NH in the comment section down below. Number 3, Tucker Kraft, obviously. Obviously, we're going to talk about Tucker Kraft. His presence in that game, his plays in that game changed everything. They changed the course of it. They changed the trajectory. That play he made on that Jordan Love, just basically deep, high, moon ball prayer, where he adjusted his body, fought through the contact, came down with the catch, but that wasn't it. It never is with Tucker Kraft. Because his automatic thought after catching a football is, sweet, what am I going to turn this into? Do you know how refreshing that is to see a tight end being able to get yak yardage like Tucker Kraft does? I think of the guys like Jason Witten at the tail end of his career and Mark Andrews even now. If they catch a ball and they get hit, they are down immediately. They fall like timber. Tucker Kraft is the exact opposite of that. Tucker Kraft is like a slot receiver with the ball in his hands. And just like we talked about Watson, we talked about Kraft. Zach Cruz tweeted this out last night, and it was perfect. When Jordan Love targeted Tucker and Christian, it was 11 for 13 for 228 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a perfect passer rating. Guys, if you don't think the presence of those two guys changed everything for this team, then I don't know what you're talking about. Then I would frankly tell you, go argue with a wall. Because these two guys, what they mean to Jordan Love, what they mean to this offense, what they mean to Matt LaFleur, what they're going to mean to this team and their success going forward, it's going to be everything. Speaking of everything, I hate when I have to pay for everything, like the full price of something. That's the great thing about this t-shirt is you don't have to because they're giving it to you for almost 50% off. chatsports.com/GBLongsleeve. That's where you got to go to get this deal. $17 for this t-shirt. When's the last time you found something under $20? Christmas is coming up in less than 2 months. I know. I repeat, Christmas is coming up in less than 2 months. If you need a present for your brother, for your dad, for your girlfriend, wife, husband, aunt, uncle, I don't care, third cousin twice removed, get this t-shirt because it's a wonderful price. It looks great. It feels great. It's not going to cost you that much. It's not going to break the bank. chatsports.com/GBLongsleeve. Again, that link is in the comments and description of today's video. You don't even have to memorize it. You just have to click on it. I made it as easy as I could. Micah Parsons' late sack. Now, stop me if I've said this before. Micah Parsons making a late game sack changes the course of a football game. He did it last week against Arizona, twice in that ball game. And he does it again against Pittsburgh. Fights through double team, holding and a double team, and comes down with the sack. And he didn't have his best game by any means. He told you that in the post-game interview last night. He said, I didn't feel like I played great in the first half because it wasn't anything spectacular, truly. But, man, he comes alive when you need him to. It is very, very rare, I feel like, for this season to there be a big moment. And we're sitting there and we're saying, where's Micah? Because he's always there. He's always making those plays. He's done it for you back-to-back weeks. Guys, these games are so different if Micah Parsons isn't out there making the plays that he's making. Special, special player. Doing special, special things. And the fifth thing is the offensive line's improvement. Guys, we talked enough about how bad this offensive line was after Cleveland. We put them down enough. You got to give them their flowers when they're there because they played a hell of a game against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, also known as Blitzburgh, they like to bring pressure. They like to bring blitzes. They like to bring exotic blitzes. Lots of simulated pressures. Lots of communication needed up front. Who you're passing off to who. Who's got who. Whose man is where. I thought they did so phenomenally. Because not only do they blitz a lot, but they've got a lot of really talented players. T.J. Watt might be the best edge rusher in football outside of the guy you have on your team. Alex Highsmith could be one of the more underrated players. Could be one of the more underrated edge rushers in football. He only got one QB hit. T.J. Watt, only one as well. Didn't let up a sack. You barely let up pressures. Now, it helps that your quarterback is so good in the face of pressure. But still, man, I got to give this offensive line their flowers because they faced a hell of a unit and 0 sacks were made. 0. That's huge, man. It's absolutely huge. I want you to do something for me. Okay, I got this Sharpie because I like to hold things and fidget with things when I make this video. But I want you to get out your red pens and grade the offensive line through week 8 for me by giving it an A, B, C, D, or F. That's going to do it for today's show. Appreciate you guys for being here. I mean, who wouldn't want to be here? Follow me on social media. Subscribe to the channel. It's the best place. Daily news. We get your breaking news updates as quickly as we can, and it's all right here.